Hello? Okay, cool. Phone, why would you do this to me? Why have you done this? Alright. Let me start this up. Welcome to 2064 Read-Only Memories. This is a game that I've been wanting to play for a while now, but I just never got around to it. And I figured, why not now? I got nothing else going on. Hey Chris, how's it going? We got here just in time to watch the start of this. Honestly, the only thing I know about this game is that it's kind of like it's kind of like that old game by Kojima. I think it's the Snatcher. Yeah. Like Snatcher, it's a bit like that. Or at least that's what it's styled off of. But I'm not sure what like the game itself is supposed to be like, other than it's that style of game and it's in the future, it's got robots, it has to do with something along those lines. Hell yeah. Time to get comfy.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology.
Hideo Kojima, yeah.
Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking
Those
the
games were
streets,
fun.
looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress.
Yeah, the Team
fearing
4-star
that
playthrough is really good at that.
technology
Also,
will make
the
us lose the very
Retsu
things
Prey
that make us human.
playthroughs of those have been, like, they were really fun.
High above the
The one with
rising
Slow
tension
Beef,
of
I think, is
a Parallax engineer
the main
has
guy who was
blurred
playing
the
through
line
that.
even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Press button twice to skip. Well, is there anything else after this? Yeah, I think that was Lee from The Walking Dead. They got... So this game, when it first came out, didn't have any voice acting, but I think when they ported it to the PS4, they got a bunch of voice actors. And that sounded a lot like Lee. I know they got ProZD to voice some characters in this too, but I'm not sure who else. Home Sweet Home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better description. Oh, what is this? It's in your sink, dude. You don't know exactly what that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. Alright. Oh, I thought that was like lick it, like a lick option. You asked the blob in the sink not to loiter, but it bubbles at you. Running water might just make it worse. Do you want my ID card? I'll stick that in there. Certainly not going to be the one to reach inside to retrieve it. Alright, what else we got? YMO. Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. What he said, at least. The GX Ultra Beats headphones. The ultimate in budget audio. You'd better try them out so you can start crafting your review. Sheet of paper. Let's look at it. Loose unsorted paper lies on the ground. Pick it up. It sort of suits the room's aesthetic better with it there on the ground, don't you think? Yeah, that's what I tell my parents whenever they come to visit. Okay, they're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. But yeah. No, definitely. Like with the sink paper on the ground, you should definitely be cleaning more. What plant? Plant is in pretty bad shape. Isn't this supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? Look at coffee. The great equalizer, the one thing that the poor and rich alike can chug through the day, you assume. Take a sip of the old style coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. Alright. Lappy. Good old Lappy. May not be the most powerful or the fastest or have the best screen, but it works. Yeah. I don't really like coffee myself. I have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Are we a reporter? Oops. What is the OK Today? OK Today is Neo SF's most beloved morning show, all about news and entertainment. People in Neo, Oklahoma are still confused by the name. Oh, thanks for following, Chris. This is the show's online paper. The scanline today is usually about feel-good news, but it does focus on serious events. Journal Logic isn't the fanciest program, but it's the only word editor that still gets updates for a machine as old as yours. The Premiere Lips Live, the premier online video network. This app is like a mesh of all active streams. Alright. Your inbox. A hell so terrifying, so specific, so personal, and no other living thing should dare enter. Luckily, you're the only person with the password. Before you can write a review for those dang headphones, you should test them out. Oh, test them out, sure. Back out of this. Top of the line and budget headwear. Play some music. Are these the only 3 songs we have? I guess so. But yeah, thanks a lot for the follow, man. How long does it want us to listen to these? Oops. Maybe that's enough. Oh. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's true. I could use them to watch a stream for a while. The best options are usually limited to video games, old concert recordings, live cams of baby animals, and your choice is clear. It's gotta be baby animals. The first part of work is done. You're accomplished. You're so accomplished. Alright. Alright. Time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character. Finished. Now to send it off to the editor. Your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats is your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Work is finally out of the way, time for bed. Or you could read some OK Today and catch up on some news before you sleep. Yeah, let's read some OK Today. Charlie Nova, local news. What's going on locally? Right? That's all it takes to be productive. Who knew? Golden Gate Park vandalism on the rise. December 19th. Reports show that local foodie booth JJ's Froyo stand was destroyed last night in what appears to be another case of a rogue ROM committed an act of vandalism. Excuse me. The cart was evidently attacked and damaged by a large ROM that had no shell. Witnesses state the alleged perpetrator has been randomly appearing at night before lumbering back into the nearby trees on the western side of the park. This is the first case of a ROM being reported to live on its own. Oh, to live. Excuse me. Reported to live on its own in the wild as a stray. Police say that tracking down a potential owner of the ROM is likely impossible. Some speculate that the strange ROM may have been framed by vandals who set their crime deliberately to make it appear to have been carried out by the ROM, rogue or under orders. Okay, this is a long article. I thought this would just be a short thing. OK Today reached out to Parallax for a comment, and they assured us that the rogue ROM is purely a myth that tends to pop up conveniently when low-revenue businesses have the urge to file an insurance claim. Parallax did not appreciate the report of vandalism being attributed to their models. Is this wild ROM the real deal? Or could it be a fairy tale created by those looking to make a quick buck? Or maybe there's something else to be gained. More as the story progresses. Mel Hopkins, OK Today. That was a full article. You know what? That's a story about the human revolution. That actually sounds interesting. Alright. Human revolution remains vigilant in #StayHuman protests in Upper Market. December 19th, the Human Revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various Genus clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the peninsula. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility. I'm kind of internalizing some of this stuff too, because I figure that's what part of the story is going to be about. It has been met with much controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Employee Mort Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorized in their own city. We're here to help people. We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individual rights have always been paramount important to us, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require. Human Revolution stands behind their claim as the genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genus, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary, dark future. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and start turning everybody into who knows what, said one protester. It's ridiculous. ridiculous and scary. It's not human. More information to follow as the story develops. June Belmer Anna. Alright, that's... Ooh. What is Charlie Nova?
Hey, it's Charlie Nova, host of Star in the Stratosphere, and Tonight in the Stars. Join Ryan V. Josio and the Hassy Boys for our 10th annual TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
Alright then. Let's back out of here. Let's go to bed. Hold on, let's look at it first. Home within home. Sleep in the bed. What's that Kirby looking robot?
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
Oh, hello.
I'm honestly not sure why most humans
Don't
don't
trust
have
it.
such lengthy sleep
Yeah, I'm not
cycles.
entirely
It
sure
seems
either.
Rather inconvenient. Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
I mean, not personally. What the hecky? How'd you get into my apartment?
I came in through the door, of course.
Of course.
The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code.
That sounds like a lot.
It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the Secugate M/14723-B.
Oh my god, you're right. That does sound like Clementine. I knew my landlord was full of it when he said it was the best.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat most casual attempts to enter.
Yeah, I can't unhear it now either.
Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken. And that you left it open.
My Windows lock is broken?
Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head I am not equipped to remove. I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building superintendent. Considering the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 working days to complete the repair.
Why do you know so much?
Not quite to my standards.
Oh, you know my dog's birthday?
I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data directly. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth the convenience.
Alright then.
The 1355 also has 300 5-star reviews on Congo.
Conco. Alright, what are you doing in my apartment?
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators. So I took the liberty
Your
of
what?
cleaning the place up a bit.
Micro actuators.
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your
Yeah, I
personal
have a
computer,
cleaner
but
now.
I've run into a bit of a snag.
What's a snag?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge
Thank
caused
you
significant damage to
for doing
several
that.
other components as well. I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
Because that's the only thing I have. All my work was on there.
Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It is the least I can do.
That's nice, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous.
Why do you get
I
nervous?
have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
Hayden? You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here.
Oh. Well, here goes our
Help
first
me.
mystery.
You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Okay. Start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay, yes, I can do that. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Snatching? You know, like a snatcher? Anyways. Yeah. So... Well, you said his engineering skills. That's probably why they would want him. But why am I
ran
your
an
best hope?
algorithm against every contact
It
in
all
Hayden's
comes
address
full
book.
circle. An algorithm against every contact. Oh, okay.
Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
Okay.
And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
I've never looked for a missing person, but I could try.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your
You
total
were the
lack of
snatcher
recent
all along. It
successes
was
is
me!
worrisome.
Oh. It's a perfect crime. I was out searching for the snatcher, but it was me the whole time. Anyways. Don't lie about investigative skills. That your lack of recent success is worrisome. We'll see about that.
Don't worry. If Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Okay, so why would they want him?
He is one of the
Gotta
top
put me down.
researchers at Parallax, but there's
Yeah,
no
I
way
understand.
that alone would be enough to get
Shoot.
him kidnapped.
Top researchers. Okay, if he's already one of the top researchers at Parallax, and he had something with enough sensitive information, I would figure that he'd be in a house or apartment that's like well guarded.
I suspect it has to do with me.
Who are you?
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before.
Yes, tell me your name.
I am Turing.
Turing. Like the Turing
I
test.
know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments.
Okay.
He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his
Turing's
research
a good pun
or
name,
to
yeah.
take it and use it for themselves.
Sponsor NordVPN. Either to stop his research or take it and use it for himself. So how are you any different from any other ROM? Other than being... you're able to be nervous and a bunch of other stuff like this.
A regular
Like show
ROM
emotion.
has virtual intelligence.
Okay. Are
They
you
can
saying you have
appear rather
artificial
smart,
intelligence?
even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic.
I love how smug it looks while saying this. Like, just completely, oh, they're kind of beneath me, you know?
As for myself,
Where's
much
the
of my
ba-dum-ts
code wasn't
drum emote,
actually
right?
written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance.
Aw.
Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
Well, how would you know, one way or the other?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Deep. It's already getting super deep. I think we're getting a little too philosophical here.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Well then,
Indeed,
guess we should
time
get
is of
started.
the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
oh, perfect, just in time. I can totally afford that. Hayden's apartment. Little rooster.
That's strange.
Hmm?
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired.
Oh, weird.
I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it?
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break!
What's a lucky
It
break?
seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
Thanks. You made your point about the door. Let's head in. Doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault.
Yeah, it's almost right now. It's almost like Phoenix Wright-ish that he could have fought off serious assault.
I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
But what can you do? Your body is kind of small and like wiry, not built for attacking. Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify.
Yeah, I want to see what the gumshoe in this game is.
Would be
or,
able to code around such an inhibitor eventually.
Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around it. Okay.
I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
But do you have the strength to do that is what I'm asking. You know what? It would be fun to see you try.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you.
Okay, cool.
It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
You did the right thing by escaping.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Cool. Because if you didn't escape, then this game wouldn't have happened. It happened in a much different way. Looks like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Oh, let's pick it up. What is this? Broken tech? ROM component and Hayden's headset. Must have been in the middle of working on something. Pick it up. Busted. Okay. Game consoles. Few vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of old tech. There's a Mega 16 and a Dural, and even a Familink. We gain the strength of temptation. We gain the strength of the temptation we resist. So you'll probably become a rad video game wizard now. Awesome. I've always wanted to be a wizard. Television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech Banter, Tech Code Tips, Augmented Eye. There are no buttons on the screen. That's just how video games work. Yeah, exactly. No buttons on the screen, there's no need to watch TV right now. It's on the left side. Plant. Is it alive? Doing much better than the one at home. Good to know. Oh, is this Hayden? Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Huh. Nice. Window.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
Yeah, how'd you get down?
I took the fire escape.
Oh, nice. Of course you did. Stack of books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
Oh?
Ah, that device.
What is that device?
I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him.
Yeah, I guess that's
the
fair.
memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered.
Oh, okay. Well, let's look on his computer first.
That's Hayden's computer.
Thank you.
Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in?
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
What?
And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
You look so smug. Alright. Why not?
Your door used a much simpler set of algorithms with a much weaker processor.
Yeah.
I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU.
Okay.
Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I
Just
did have the power
just
capability,
download
I
more
haven't
dedicated
found
WAM.
hacking to be one of my talents.
Okay. Can't you download the knowledge from the Meshnet? Okay.
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert.
Okay.
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition.
Huh.
While computers can only think
Okay.
in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
I guess that's a fair point. Are you incapable of that kind of creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though.
Nice.
Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's
Well,
true. Machines
yeah,
are
I
best
guess.
at reproduction.
Yeah.
Still life, impressionism, photorealism.
Like it could
I
potentially
find it more challenging and satisfying
reproduce
to paint what
a
I feel.
picture or like the style of that era, but I don't think it'd be anything that interesting. Paint what I feel. All right, let's get back to searching. You have no idea how to log in. Well, there you go. That stopped me. Okay. Click on the backpack. Use item.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in
He
order
can
to prevent his
reproduce.
assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
Oh, 3. Thank you for the raid. Holy crap. Thanks a lot. I hope you had a wonderful stream. And hello to everybody coming by. This is 2064 read-only memories. Adventure game. Alright. Tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll
Also,
mark
please
it on
enjoy.
your city map.
Please enjoy Clementine and I having a nice conversation.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
My city map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you.
Coffee Cake, thank you for the follow.
For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about.
Okay.
I just need to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Don't you know literally everything about me already? You knew my first dog's birthday. Let's go with that. I actually like that.
This is just how things are done.
Alright, because it's a video game.
I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program. So, here we go!
Alright, so what are you gonna ask me?
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide,
Kit Kat,
or
thank you.
contact our
Thank you
support
for the
department
follow.
directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
Sure. Enter name. Well, I'll go with Rudicorn. Oop, oop, there we go.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Sure. What are zers, zers, zay, zer, custom pronouns? I like that. Let's just go with he, him.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
My diet, eh? Customs. Yeah. Halal, more options. Kosher, gluten-free, more options. Alcohol-free. God damn it, Turing.
Diet set as goddammit Turing. Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available.
Okay.
Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. In review. Does
Name
that
is
sound
Rudicorn.
right?
God damn it, Turing. Yes, all of this sounds correct.
Thank you. See, that was relatively painless. You should now also
relatively.
be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
I think we looked around at everything, so let's go.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here.
I mean,
Let's
you're the
head
one that
back to
kind
your
of booked the taxi over here. So this game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Okay, good to know. Start of chapter 1.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
I agree. If it had changed from Clementine to like a legit computer voice, that would have been perfect.
Have you been overwatering it?
I think I've been underwatering it. Sometimes things just rattle out of you, and I have no idea how to respond to it.
Deride beg me if you want, but I'm merely attempting to care for this living being you've been so callously neglecting. If I can continue without the insults... It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Oh god. The plant's named Wilty. I got it from a friend a couple of months ago. Mildew, time to give the landlord another call. Yeah, let's go with that.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office. And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
I don't know if that sink is broken. It's just it's cultivating life. I'm running an experiment, you know?
I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe?
I
I will continue to
don't know what to
formulate
bring
a
him for a
stratagem.
bribe. Alright, listen, we got more important things to worry about.
Okay. Still, I'll keep an eye on it.
Take a gun, yeah. Don't mind if I do.
It's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat. We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Cool. Now, hang on and let me save real quick. There he goes. Done. Oops. Cool. Now continue. Map. Stardust Club.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
Parked car. Let's take a look. 2062 ZIS CR4 Coupe. Perfect for letting everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. Plant. Planters are completely self-contained. Bacteria live in the base. They take in oxygen and release CO2 while keeping the soil rich by breaking down decaying material shed by the plant. Oof. Bouncer.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
Nice, authentic touch. The wreath? It looks almost meticulously handcrafted until you notice it's the exact same as the one on the front door. Let's peer inside. Look inside, it's busy enough to feel like the place to be, but not so busy that you can't move. It's a sign for Stardust. What a fancy neon script. Alright, let's talk to the bouncer.
Welcome to Stardust.
Alright. You try to hug the bouncer, but he pushes you back with a cold glare. Alright, well, let's go in.
Hold up there. Got ID?
Who's that voice actor? I should. Yeah.
All right. Looks good to me.
That sounds like ProZD, actually.
Welcome to Stardust.
Yeah, that sounds like ProZD.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
No. This is my first time, but I don't think it'll be the last.
The atmosphere is certainly exciting. I'm particularly impressed by some of the more subtle effects the music and lights are having on your autonomic nervous system.
How are you able to tell?
Try not to let yourself get too entranced, at least not until we've achieved our goal. Anyway, where do you think we should start?
check the bar first.
Good idea. Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
Or I can grab a drink. Scrape frame poster. What is that? A new single by Zazen, sponsored by ArenaBox. Poster ad for the new art exhibit at New Drive in Fillmore District. Arcade poster. Flyer for Zone 3, a new arcade that opens on Christmas.
I've saved the location to my memory. Let's check it out after the investigation.
Hell yeah. Poster for the band Zazen. Okay. Movie poster. Red World, an abstract indie flick premiering at the Castro Theater. Look at this gruff man. Perfect bartender. Gruff looking man holds down the bar. It seems friendly enough given his size. Touch bartender. Reaching over the bar like that comes off pretty threatening. Okay, so don't do that.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
Like a drink, please.
What are you having?
Green tea, Bear's Winter Teeny, Doogies and Cream, Antarctic Harvest, Sour Apple Teeny, Power Play, Mo Sugar Rush, Butch Flower, Bionic Femme, fucking Ida K, Buzzer, Scotch Drop and Roll, I like that name, Spicy Gentleman, Persian June, Assy Spike, Radamaster, Clumsy Belarusian, Modest Connie, Sober Chauffeur, Sober Chauffeur, Blue Fairy, Rusted Lace, Drinking Game, Wiener Juice, Michelada, Wolf Bite Shot, Canopy, TMF, Cur Royale, Maple You Closer, Groggy Nog, there's so many of these. Whiskey Rita, Subtle Bitch, 7 Minutes, Gut Punch, Garibaldi, Blue Boy. I recognize Gut Punch and Blue Fairy from Valhalla. Rusty Nail, Fluffy Dream I think too. Sazerac, Netherworld, Natasha Allegri, Core Appeal. Okay, whiskey, Sickly Sky, ingredients and ratios. Beer, Tokyo Tea, air drink. It's like orange, Onyx Rum, Sunshine Cloud. Fuck. PT was one of those. You know what? In honor of Bear, we're gonna get Bear's Winter Teeny.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in that?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Tumbler of vodka, 1 part orange liquor, 1 teaspoon lingonberry juice, and a small splash of cranberry, shaken. Shouldn't have chosen that. I hate cranberry.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Ah.
For Bear.
All right, you got it. Coming right up.
I think I saw some of them repeat, so I think some of those were kind of getting randomized. Bear's Winter Teeny.
Now, what is it you need to know?
Tell me more about yourself.
Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid.
Majid.
I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that.
Okay.
So, what do you want to know?
Not to be rude, but don't places like this come and go in a flash? But they say Stardust is forever.
That's true, and it was true about Stardust. The first 6 months were great, but after that, the interest dried up and the kids moved on to the next big thing.
As it happens.
But I guess I'm just stubborn and kept throwing good money after bad. Ha! After 2 years in a remodel, things started to pick back up again. Slowly
That's
dug
good.
ourselves out of the debt hole.
Hell yeah.
We got some regulars around. They started bringing in enough new folks and it reached critical mass pretty quick.
So what'd you do before Stardust?
Mostly got myself into trouble.
When I immigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills.
But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff.
Right.
Bodyguard work.
Bodyguard
Truth be
in
told,
quotes.
I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. Wanted something regular, peaceful. I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history. I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
Hayden,
Just ask a question.
scientist guy, does some kind of computer research at Parallax.
Yeah, that's him.
Pretty sure I know who you're talking about, but I don't think he's around here tonight. Our
Well, he
place
wouldn't
doesn't
be.
really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know.
Hey, thanks.
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
Let's go dancing.
Well, it was nice meeting you, but I gotta get back to work. I'll keep an eye out for Tomcat and send them your way if I see them. Good luck. Enjoy yourself.
I
And
will.
don't be a stranger.
And I won't. He's a nice guy. Now onto the dance floor. Rad dancer. Dancers on the floor. And a dancer. Take a look at the dancers on the floor. Party never stops at Stardust. Open 24 hours a day. Nice. They look really hyped. Hype dancer. Alright, let's dance. Let's. But first, have... No, heck yeah, let's dancing. Okay. Use table? You don't have anything good put on it or under it. Okay. Let's talk to them again. Know anybody named Tomcat? Yeah, I think I was dancing with that person a bit ago. No idea where they are now. By checking the bar? Okay. Just came from there, so let's look at Red Dancer. Hey, what's up? You having a good time? Do you know anybody named Tomcat? Nah, sorry. Never heard of him. Just check the arcade. Is the arcade this way? Yeah. Mega Phobiter. Phobiter? It's an arcade cabinet. Mega Phobiter. Only the most ghost shootingest, ghost blastingest fun you'll have this side of the bay. Scan your ID. I was not expecting an actual minigame. Oh, weird. Huh. I wonder if we're gonna have actual shooting segments in this game. Well, like shooting segments like this. Where's the spiders? Yeah, right. Oh, that's not a
You
bad score,
survived.
I think.
Those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too.
Alright. Arcade Punk. This punk doesn't look too into what they're playing. Touch Arcade Punk. Hands off the joystick, buzza. Talk to Arcade Punk. Hey, have you checked out Megaphobiter? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but I've been having problems since it got here. Hey, Something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? What's this? Barrier between the arcade and the VIP section, apparently being isolated far away from the bar, dance floor. Video games makes you important somehow. There's a mesh-wide legend going around about Megaphobiter that says if you reach the final screen, you'll carry what you've seen with you. ROM's acting weird. Computers powering on by themselves. Calls from no one. Spooky. Well, I head back to the bar and chair. Use chair. It's not even a spinny chair. It only looks like one. It's a chair. Okay, so maybe we have to play. Whoops. Play more Megaphobiter. See if I can get a higher score. Oh, okay. I got a higher score than last time, that's for sure. Oh god. No! I died.
You died.
Yeah, I did.
Still, though, not a terrible showing for a human without implants.
What? Need some hot tips? Well, see those crystal balls that pop out? Shoot them, that'll help you. The rod of... I'm not even gonna attempt that. That rod gives you a lift. The dagger of power gives you a zapper, some extra charge. Okay. Morning sun vanquishes the horrible night, right? Okay, so I guess we do have to try and beat it? Maybe? Yeah. The game doesn't want to release it, maybe. God, I have so little health right now. I lived.
You died.
Oh no, I died. I thought I had my
the
HP.
Paranormal is a little out.
Well, let's check back with him. Just
What
in
are you
case.
having?
Yeah, I thought I had 1 HP left too. We have a PT.
So many drinks these days.
Drinktionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says.
Orange flavored vodka with both lime juice and lemon juice. And spooky thoughts while drinking it for the full effect.
Does that
Okay.
sound good? Ah, alright.
Alright then. Oops. Why do I don't know why it keeps doing that. Go dance with the dancers on the floor. Show off some of your best moves for a while. That was fun. Okay, yeah. I think it does want me to beat this. I guess I'm just really bad at it. But yeah, I totally thought I had 1 HP left too. I have a lot more HP than I think I did last time. I have 1 HP. Oh, I got full HP again. I'm good. Blast away. Hey, there we go. Ooh, spooky. There we go.
That was so terrifying. However, I believe you beat it.
Yeah, Hypers.
A high score for sure.
177, 600. That's a pretty good score,
Fantastic
I think.
effort. I thought you were a goner near the end.
Yo, I beat it. No, I beat it. Dang it. Alright, what do I have? Look at PT. I drank the drink. But, yeah, I thought that was it. Oops. What else do we have here? Oh, you know what? I totally, like, this is what happened. It went and clicked on, it's lighting up the dancers, so I thought this wasn't actually a clickable person. I had to click their head. Well, you know what? We got some enjoyment out of that minigame. It's fine. Woman stands at the drink table, quietly people watching. Touch? You got a death wish? Oh. Oh, I see. No, I'm fine.
Yes, can I help you?
Are you Tomcat? I'm looking for someone named Tomcat. You know where they are?
Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped.
Okay.
So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising.
Cutie cruising.
And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt.
Well... wouldn't someone named Tomcat be a cutie to you?
Oh really? Why, pray tell?
I just think Tomcat sounds like a cool name. And those look like cat ears to me. Yeah, they do.
Nice save. Look, asshole, I'll explain this once. You want to talk about the hybrid thing? Cool. No one's trying to hide it, and you won't have an easy time avoiding it at this club.
Okay, fair enough.
But jokes, puns, and worse, assumptions? That will get you blacklisted fast.
All right, good to know.
We don't all have the energy to handhold genotypical people who can't spare 10 seconds to pull out their ROM and look things up. If you try to pet me, your arm is coming off. We clear?
Can I get some cry pets? Cry pet,
Sorry,
rather.
did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me.
Okay.
Now then, I'm not here to educate you,
there we
and
go,
I
cry
do have a
pets.
life to return to.
Fine, I'm bouncing before you throw up a hairball. No. If you see Tomcat, let them know that we're looking for them.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Oh, fine. Jeez.
Hi there. I heard you were looking for me.
Hello. Are you Tomcat?
Yours truly, doll. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler
They
for me
were
so loud.
rude. I should try to pet him. It'd be grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly.
I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want
Alright.
little old me to get in trouble, huh?
Fair enough. Is that why that woman was giving me such a hard time?
Nah, you're fine. Jess is just a mite prickly pear on the outside. She'd probably give hell to most strange folks she hasn't made a deal with. So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
A friend of yours, Hayden. He's gone missing.
Hayden's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
Mm-hmm.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
Oh.
I have
Cool.
a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
About your creation?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
I gotta say, this voice acting so far, like, everybody has been really good and professional. They're nailing these characters. I don't know if they'd want us to know about them too much. How'd you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips.
The same turn. Okay.
It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy.
Yeah, like, I heard about this
just
game when
wanted
it came
someone
out,
working on
but I
it
was
off the
like,
books.
I don't know why it took me so long to finally get around to playing it. You just wanted someone working on it off the books.
He
Okay.
ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
My computer runs on Lips OS. I didn't know ROMs did too.
Whew, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can
Yeah,
tailor
some of
itself
the
to each
videos.
user's
Yeah,
habits. And it
it
functions
seems to be
through
from
using a
Telltale.
distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Okay. Can you explain it like I'm a child?
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private.
Yes.
It's handy in dense population areas like NeoXF since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck.
Wait, are you serious? That's amazing. I had no idea. Jesus. What else have they done? Like Naz and May's voice actor from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Not Tomcat. Okay. But I don't even know what like they would have done after Ed, Edd n Eddy, because I feel like I've not heard them in anything since. And sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Okay, so what was he working on?
Mostly that little bot you got there.
Alright.
Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turin is all I knew about.
Do you know why he might have gone missing?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, ooh, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but he would just
Might
get
be why he
fired.
wanted to work on this
Maybe
off the record.
soon. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
No, but we're in the future. That means mega corporations. Alright, fine. Let's
Oh,
tell us
sure.
about yourself.
You might have even heard of me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforcement blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige.
I mean, is that why you did it? So yeah, that's exactly what my question was. Which was it? Kid genius or malicious criminal?
I don't know.
Or were you
I didn't
bored?
really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow.
Mostly, right?
Mostly.
Yep.
Sometimes. oh, am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave.
What's the deal with the accent? Are you from the South?
Raleigh, North Carolina, dog. Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world, but folks like the way the sun goes down.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Still, this ain't a bad town for a southern belle. Lots of clothes. I had to get a third walk-in closet.
Alright, so why hack into it?
Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty
Wow.
big target. Bigger than the government.
I played Catherine so long ago, I never realized that was, that Erica had the same voice actor as Naz. Huh. Now that I'm thinking about it, it makes a lot of sense. Like, I can hear it in my head now. Wait. Hold on. From Persona 4 or Persona 4 the Golden? Because they changed voice actors for Persona 4 the Golden. To see if I could. Parallax is mighty big. Okay. Alright, so what's Jess's problem?
Oh, don't you worry about Jess, none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. she's had to
Golden,
deal
it
with
looks
an
like.
awful lot of
Oh my
bricks.
god. So she's also wow. Yeah. So if she was in the Golden, she's also a voice actor in Skullgirls for Parasol. Parasol is a character. She voices Parasol. Wow. I'm pretty sure it's Parasol. I had no idea. Jesus Christ. I need to look up voice actors more often. Parasol, Hive, Celine, Contiello. Wow. That's actually really cool.
Because, well,
Yeah, you know, the whole hybrid thing. Because people are assholes.
whew, they are. Especially the hybrids, though I think it's more the way they look than the way they act.
Hmm.
Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you. She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places.
Yeah, okay,
she
fair
does
enough.
owe me a favor, or three. But I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear?
Alright, so how do we find Hayden?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hon. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me?
Do you know his password?
We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished. If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start.
Okay. Come back here when I
Good
got
luck.
the data cache.
Karen, you keep out of trouble.
Alright. Wait, what is it? Now I can just safely click. No, that's not it. That is so weird. Before we leave, I'm gonna grab me one
What are
last
you
drink.
having?
See if I can take it out of here. Nah, no gut punch. We'll take subtle bitch.
So many drinks these days.
What's in subtle bitch?
Dictionary, the open alcoholic
Whipped cream flavored
says,
vodka, strawberry liquor, creme de menthe, and soda water. That? Okay.
Does that sound good?
Sounds interesting. I'd like to try that in real life.
All right,
Maybe
you
I can
got
make
it.
that.
Coming right up.
Get the bitch. That doesn't look that appetizing, but it kind of sounds interesting. Alright, let's leave Stardust. Oh, you had to leave your drink behind. Oh no! That's fine. Hayden's apartment. Let's go.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation.
This is also Pro ZD.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
Yeah, this totally sounds like Pro ZD. Okay. That's my friend's place. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations.
Wasted time, speedrun ruined. Yeah, I'll have to reset.
If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible.
Yes, please do.
They may have questions for
But
you.
we also might
Thank
try
you in
to
advance
sneak
for your
into our
cooperation, citizen.
friend's apartment. Listen though, I really need to get in there.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence.
But we were just in there. It's
Only authorized
pristine
Neo
enough already.
SFPD personnel may enter.
Screw the popo.
I am required by law to inform you that I am set at
Level 2 guard mode.
and any
I
effort
see.
to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate.
Oh, I see.
I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving.
Yeah.
Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control.
Well,
I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster.
although the fact that the police are involved. Hey, how's it going, Adam? How's Game of Thrones? But the fact that the police are getting involved already means that there is something going on, because the door was fixed, so it didn't look like there was a break-in, and there wasn't signs of a struggle. But police are here.
Curious.
Okay.
Do you have
Who would
any
file a
ideas on how to
police,
get in there and grab that
like-
data cache?
Who would call the police then? I do have a contact inside the Neo SFPD.
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history.
Lexi, she's kinda new to this jurisdiction, but she'll talk to me. Oh,
Give
maybe
me
this
a
is our
moment.
gumshoe.
Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister.
Oh. Well,
I
Used
must
to.
have missed that link in your history somehow.
I wonder what happened.
You have a very poor net presence. It makes
Well-
anticipating your needs more difficult.
Maybe I don't want to be on the internet. I actually prefer it that way.
Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I
Lexi
agree
Shu.
with your suggestion.
Setting aside your unreasonable expectations.
Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now.
Mm-hmm.
Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
Sounds good to me. That would be Detective Rivers' turn.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely what I would recommend.
Done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
And yeah, this is definitely gonna be awkward. Neo San Francisco Police Station for the Richmond District has all the charm of, well, any other old police department. Let me go ahead and save, just to be on the safe side. Yes. Oh, there's 2 slots, so you can rotate those saves. Good to know in the future. Crime status. It's a map showing police activity in San Francisco. I keep wanting to say San Francisco because of Big Hero 6, and that's way harder to say than San Francisco. The map has enough fingerprints as is. Talk to the crime status screen. The screen doesn't have a speech recognition module. Okay. Dense. Look at him. Station has seen better days. Touch him. Wall feels fragile. Somebody punched or kicked it. Look at the desk. It's old looking desk has a ton of paperwork on it. Okay. Talk to the ROM. Oh, look at it first. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea. Let me touch things. God.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen.
Yeah. like my mind just automatically tries to correct it for that, despite it being way harder to say.
How may I be of assistance today?
Hey, didn't I just see your friend over at my friend's apartment? Or didn't I just see you at my friend's
I
apartment?
believe you are mistaken, citizen. Perhaps you encountered another Parallax ED-64 law enforcement ROM.
Yeah, I did.
In my limited experience, I have found that ROMs, much like humans, do not appreciate it when they are told they remind you of someone else.
Anyways, I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers.
Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Why?
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with?
My friend's apartment is being cordoned off. Why?
I apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to comment on ongoing investigations. I will pass your concerns on to the detective in charge. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Is there anything you can tell me
I am
that's
not authorized
newsworthy?
to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human interest topic. Perhaps you could look around there. Feel
Fair
free to
enough.
note the assistance of the Neo San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there
Maybe.
anything else I can help you with?
Nope. We're
Have a
good.
good day, citizen.
Is that a dust bunny? Tumbleweed?
Eucalyptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum.
Alright, encyclopedia.
It's one of my favorite trees. The clean lines of the leaves and mottled patterns of the bark are interesting. Quite fun to paint, and it's a rather useful tree too. The oil in its leaves can be used as a medical antiseptic or analgesic, boiled into tea, or used as flavoring in foods.
I didn't know it could be used as flavoring.
Even used as a fragrance for soaps. Many of the trees in this park are excellent specimens of the species.
Interesting.
It's one of the only topics I've permanently committed to my personal memory.
But why? Your personal memory?
Ah, yes. I don't actually store most information on my local memory. It's actually rather limited, and I have to be a bit choosy about what I keep. So most of the information I utilize, I just pull off the mesh net when needed.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like relearning things over and over again. I'm sure you would find it
So it's-
tedious.
yeah,
but
like the same
I
as
enjoy
looking it up
making
on
sure
your
my
phone
reference tables are
every
up
time.
to date in my spare clock cycles. I mostly store things locally if they are of some critical importance to me, like information pertaining to personal memories or knowledge that would be helpful if I found myself disconnected from the net.
That seems like that's probably gonna happen at some point. And eucalyptus trees make the cut, huh?
Well, as I said, I keep things pertaining to my personal
Turing's a
memory.
phony. Not even that smart. That's right. He just has really good Wi-Fi and can look things up really quickly. Keep pertaining to my personal
It
memory.
may seem insignificant, but without the information about Eucalyptus globulus, I'd lack critical details about my painting history and the local area, both of which I find important to my emotional development. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to know what's important and what isn't, but I fear losing parts of myself.
Man, we're getting
So,
deep again.
Eucalyptus globulus stays.
You're cute.
Of course I'm cute. The basic ROM form factor is designed to place us firmly outside of the uncanny valley. I can't imagine adoption rates for the technology would have been very high otherwise.
Turing is cute though. Alright. I thought you painted abstract art.
I do. However, I originally started by painting landscapes.
Yeah, good
My
boy.
interest in the arts began through Bob Ross's
The bitch,
work,
I'm adorable.
and he focused on landscapes.
Okay.
It wasn't until recently that I moved on to other forms of composition.
Bob Ross?
Yes, have you heard of him?
Why, yes.
During my initial stages of mental growth, Hayden limited my media access to mostly only educational programs. I had almost a century of public access television to review, and I stumbled upon Mr. Ross's excellent show, The Joy of Painting. He used an easy-to-learn wet-on-wet oil painting technique, and I started to paint along with the episodes. I also find his philosophical views compelling. He often used anecdotal stories from his life to illustrate his opinions. I respect the man quite deeply. I've committed all 403 episodes of the series to my personal memory.
I'm okay with that too. I too respect the man deeply. I have not committed all 403 episodes though.
Of course, enough about the happy little trees. You'll have to excuse me for chattering on like that.
No, it's fine, Turing.
We'll have plenty of time to discuss things once we found Hayden.
Carousel.
Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in 1914, this carousel is still one of the outstanding attractions near the children's playground.
Cool. Casually dressed man. Looking at a photo of his ROM. Use casually dressed fellow. What do you mean, use? This isn't a park ROM, it's mine. Hey, but, well, I guess that counts as, yeah, sure. Talk to him. Hey, could you take a photo of me, my adorably precious ROM? Thanks. Sharply dressed woman, look.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
Probably. Wouldn't hurt to try.
I'd really love that. Maybe it would look better in orange or a green.
Look, we'll try on different hats. We'll
Perhaps
see
a
which one
mauve?
looks better. Having a lot of mixed feelings about this whole wearing a hat on a breezy day thing. Water ROM. Public park ROM. It roams its designated area to offer water and directions to tourists, and also takes donations.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Yeah, I would. I'll take some.
Sure thing. Please wait. Okay, here you go.
Water.
Water levels, okay. Would you care to donate some credits to the
Raw Recycling for a Greener Earth Foundation?
I'm good. I'm kind of poor, man.
All right. Please have a nice day.
Can I just talk to you?
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83.
No, I'm good.
All right.
Okay. Whoa. Snack stand. Snack stand in the middle of the park. Coffee there is actually really great. Why spend credits on great yet expensive coffee when there's a park ROM giving you free water? I don't know. Maybe that snack stand has some Frito pies. Those things are delicious. Froyo stand owner. Very distraught owner of a very destroyed Froyo stand.
Can't you see I'm busy here?
Whose voice is that? Hold on.
Look, I've gone through a lot today. Just give me some space, okay?
That kind of sounds like Aaron Hansen? Mr. Ego Raptor? I'm not sure. It might not be. Broken beat up Froyo stand. You read about it in the newspaper. Use it. Talk to it. Okay. So this is an actual character. They're dressed nicely. This must be, yeah, look at Lexi. That's Detective Lexi Rivers. You met her through your sister a while back, but you haven't seen her in some time until today. Touch. Probably not a good idea to push Lexi around.
Hey there. Long time.
Hey.
Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand.
Yeah. It's probably a lot of paperwork.
By the way,
a lot of boring
how's
paperwork.
your sister doing?
Oh, she's blushing. Well, she's
I don't know
fine.
if you've heard,
What's
but we got
with the
some phantom
Froyo
robot
stand?
on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it. I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything.
What's up with your eyes? I don't know what that, like, is supposed to be. It's interesting looking, though.
If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have
I guess your
transferred.
cheeks, rather. What's the problem with you?
Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick.
I guess those are augments. So why'd you move anyway?
I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases.
Nah.
Instead, I'm
You're gonna be a
stuck
B
chasing
cop.
ghosts and dead ends. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy.
Okay.
So, fill me in. What's going on?
Well, an old friend of mine, Hayden, he's gone missing.
Oh, shoot, that's no good.
Nope.
How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
A day, but
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping.
but
I
not
can assure
completely.
you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Damn. All right then, I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I was hoping we could keep this off the books.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation.
I mean, if she's our gumshoe,
We were
she
stopped
definitely
from
has her
entering
shit
Hayden's
together way
apartment
more
by
than
NSFPD
Gumshoe
ROM.
actually
That's
does.
why we came to you. We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh?
Yeah, sure. Don't say anything.
I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash.
She's too
Hopefully
capable
it's
to be a
unrelated.
gumshoe. Yeah.
I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise.
Thank you. Can you escort us into the apartment yourself?
No way, not gonna happen.
Okay.
If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right.
Oh. So what happened? You used to play by your own rules.
Don't you try to pull that guilt shit on me.
Okay. My bad.
I know you and I have gotten into a few scrapes in the past, but that vigilante stuff gets real old after a while.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
It's why I took this nice, stable job in the city. If I'd done it sooner, I'd still be with your sister.
Aw. You're going to put his life in danger because you don't want to stir the pot. I know I can handle myself, Lexi. You've been there.
Sure you can. All the way up until you don't. Just let it go. I lost too much playing fast and loose with this kind of situation back home. I have to handle this.
All right. I'll be careful. I just want to help my friend.
All right, fine. I'll get you into the damned apartment. Just be careful, okay?
I didn't actually think that's where that was going. Hey. Franziska von Karma? Yeah, a little bit. But she doesn't seem as much of a hard ass.
But the city is tense right now. With the protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you.
Thanks, Lexi. I'll be careful.
You do that. I'll radio ahead to the bot at the place. Let me know what you find out. All right, I'd better get out of here. Hey you, Froyo guy. Come along to the station and we'll get this report filed.
Hell yeah.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Who is that voice actor? It kind of does sound like Aaron, but it also sounds like someone else.
It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if you know this
I'll be in
person,
touch.
but he's not a voice actor, but his voice kind of sounds like Shenanigans, and it's real close to it. Was it really necessary to bring a Braum out here? I don't know. Sharon Art Studio.
This is the Sharon Art Studio, established in 1968. It is Neo
Apparently it's a
SF's
guy,
largest
Jonathan
public art
Holmes.
studio with classes and workshops for all ages.
Oh, editor-in-chief of Destructoid. Okay. That is kind of neat. Touch it. Oh, enter. No time. Okay. Touch the water pump. I don't know what good that's for, though. Oh, for the water bot. But I don't think we actually need to do that. No, I think we're good.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part. I apologize for the inconvenience.
I have permission from Detective Lexi Rivers to enter here.
One moment, citizen, while I verify Detective Rivers' authorization. Authorization obtained.
Oh yeah.
Good luck with your investigation, citizen. I caution you to restrict your observations to the visual, though, as there has not been an officer in to check the scene personally.
Why is it taking so long for an officer to go in? Oh, it's been completely vandalized. What?
Oh no! No, 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 no! Our apartment! My home! Who could have done this? Why?
Jeez, those tags look like Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden?
Pure.
Why would they break our things?
I don't know. Was Hayden augmented? Or is Parallax also a company that leads and augments and stuff.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you know what? It kind of did sound like the Nintendo Switch click. It's a conspiracy the police did this. You're right, I won't trust the Popo.
This place, these items, they're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good?
No, he'll be fine.
What will I do if we can't find him?
But we
This
gotta
was
figure
all
out
I
what
had
happened.
left.
The computer's gone too. Get it together and relax. It's just stuff.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst. Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
Look at the graffiti for Pure. Changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augments has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. It is, I feel like, kind of bogus, but yeah. There'll always be a purist, like, kind of group, I guess. ROM piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. Tech scum.
I think you're right about this being human
The
revolution
purity,
propaganda,
yeah.
but Hayden is an unlikely target.
I'm talking about more in terms of like cybernetics and augments and stuff, like keeping your body, you know, without that stuff, which is kind of dumb.
I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs.
Sounds
I'll
like
run
just a
some
hate
deep meshnet
like
searches
group.
and see if anything turns up.
Yeah, it just sounds like a hate group. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass. Not gas, glass. Yeah, exactly. They should be mad at people with prosthetic legs. Or like, even like a pacemaker or something. Desk has been ransacked and tagged spray graffiti.
I think the data cache is gone. We've searched everywhere. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Well, if it was a human revolution, then they took that specifically for the data cache, maybe to find some blackmail on Parallax. Or that was the other thing I was thinking. Maybe they're framing the human revolution.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers.
Neo-druid
as
nature
bigots
lovers.
Stuck in the past. Perhaps we could. Hey, what's wrong?
Whoa.
No.
Whoa. This is a setup on the human revolution, and that someone is the Popo. We've been drugged. But where or when? I mean, the drink that we would have had, but that would have been a super delayed drug. Huh. I wonder if we're augmented, or if we're just... we don't have any augments or anything in us. Like, we don't know too much about our character. Or maybe I just passed out or something.
Thank goodness you're finally awake. I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced. And
Are
that
we
you appear
pure?
to be okay.
Confirmation. What happened?
Someone ambushed us at the apartment.
And they attacked
After
just
you
me?
collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us.
Oh. So you went
It
down
took
too.
me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily.
Wasn't the police? Not necessarily true. Maybe it's somebody on the inside who could have gotten to the, like, close to the police spot and done that to them.
Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
Who do you think did this?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research.
But... yeah, it could have taken out the bot too. If they were looking for Hayden's research, unless he's working on something else secretly, I'd imagine they would have taken
Our
Turing
apartment
too.
may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
Why they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high.
But then again, why not
Leaving
take
me
you?
when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page, Turing and I. Yeah, maybe they didn't know that they were looking for him. Maybe they didn't recognize you.
That seems unlikely. Even the most casual access to Hayden's research would have turned up physical descriptions of me. And even if they weren't sure, well, I'd play it better safe than sorry if I were them.
Yeah.
We were at the scene of the crime, so to speak. Surely interrogating us would have cost them little.
Did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there.
Weird.
Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. Here are those
What about my
headphones
glass
you
of water?
reviewed.
Thank you.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
No problem.
And
Thank you.
finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that
Hey.
you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
Aw.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Can I stab someone with it? Oh, it's not that broken.
Also, your bag got
Can't
wet.
really stab somebody with that. Maybe we should just throw the glass away.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
Broken glass removed from items.
Just let me know when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Went to revolve Ocelot's torture and got in the invisibility cloak. Yeah, maybe. Who is this voice actor? Oh, Look at the bed. Decently comfortable. Who are you? Patient. Seems he's your roommate.
Sorry for being a nosy, Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
I'm immediately
Has
suspicious.
anything happened to him?
Who are you?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself.
Yeah, I recognize the voice too, but I don't remember from where.
My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Yannick
I'm the
Fairlight.
founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
He is telling
Is
the
it
truth.
Bigby?
At least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet.
Huh, I can kind of hear it.
And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at...
See, I don't bite.
Are you listening in on our conversation?
I hate to be the one to tell you,
Apparently according to IMDb.
but privacy
Okay.
screens are hardly soundproof. However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other.
Maybe.
I won't press you for details, but perhaps I could be of some assistance, I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
So, you said former CEO, right?
Ah, yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software.
This is a fake hospital? Yeah, maybe.
I
You
accepted
gotta question
a CTO
everything, man.
position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire, dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water.
Ooh, that's
So
a
when
good
Parallax's
fucking,
servers were
that's a good
destroyed
analogy.
by hobbyist hackers, well, needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed.
Also, I'm pretty sure he's talking about, at the moment, the one that Tomcat, where Tomcat broke into the Parallax servers.
And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't?
No, at least he's honest.
In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
So, how'd you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Did you know anything about his research?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience, but that is the realm of science fiction. He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing, but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
And I'm Rudicorn.
Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her.
Isn't everything science fiction until it no longer is? Yeah, pretty much.
Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink. Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Let me ask about something else.
Ask away. The chair
What are you
find
doing
me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support run. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs.
We talk to him?
It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on
Yeah, the
just
music's saying
luck.
this guy ain't chill. It's slightly ominous.
Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once, and my appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as quickly as you did.
So, how can you help?
I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something.
Quiet feelers.
I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls. Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted. And now we're here, injured and
Don't
losing our
trust him.
trail with each passing second. We're
I figure
still
even if we can't
frustratingly
trust
in
him
the dark
completely,
and running out of time.
he might be able to give us some more information.
I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
So, what do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company, court prince and pauper alike.
What are you getting at?
But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's been very interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
That's what I was thinking. If he's the one that took Hayden, maybe he's trying to transfer his consciousness into Hayden's body. But Hayden exactly isn't like the most, probably isn't the most young or fit person. Turing, are you sure we can trust him?
I don't think we have any choice.
If I'm looking into this on my own, you might as well benefit from it. We both want the same thing, yes? It's up to us
yeah, I
to
guess
seize
so.
opportunity when it appears. I think I have a lead for you two that will prove most useful. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls?
Yes.
I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic.
Huh.
His name is Brian Mulberry.
Brian Mulberry.
After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
How do you know him?
Ah, well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals.
He is this
We
guy
worked
here too.
together
Yeah,
to
yeah,
prevent
yeah.
the full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Hopefully. So you're involved? I guess not completely.
Not in this lifetime, even if I so desired. I don't think they would approve much of my work. While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the Human Revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
Yeah, thank you for helping
I will
us out.
send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you. I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
Alright, we should get going.
Ah, of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yeah. Let's go.
You are one lucky dog.
Oh, hey. How'd
Didn't
you know
I
I
tell
was
you
here?
to be careful? Do you get it now? I can't be around to pull your ass out of the fire all the time anymore. I don't even know how I would have handled the Board of Inquiry or your sister if you'd actually been hurt.
I'm sorry, Detective Rivers. Our assailant got the drop on us due to my negligence and lack of technical prowess. This is all because of my failure. Blame me. It's my fault.
Sure, because the robot just off the assembly line is gonna know how to handle this kind of thing better than the supposedly hard-boiled journalist you're carting around.
Hey.
Well,
Listen.
to be honest,
I had my back turned, alright?
Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance. beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing. Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal?
Mm-hmm.
The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that.
They got them cheat codes, yeah.
Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink.
What does that mean?
Just get it together, both of you. I don't want you to get hurt, and it sounds like you're stumbling into a really dangerous situation. Plus, I'm starting to think that you were right.
The police can't be trusted?
Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance.
Hey, we were totally right. We were
Here's the
totally
story.
right.
Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor.
Score 1 for the tinfoil hats.
The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story. But when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report. As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department.
Which would be troublesome.
Only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
I mean, yes, but also if somebody higher up is trying to delay this investigation, that'll lead them right to you if they're searching for you.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force,
Yeah, I can't tell
they're
them
gonna
all.
care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence, enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around.
You got it. I'll stop
There's
messing
certainly
around.
a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't going to happen at this point.
Nope, this is a good story,
I've got a bad
and
feeling
my
people are
friend
gonna
is
end up
missing.
dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
Oof. Oof. I'll be careful.
Yeah, I know. Just here.
Zapper.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
What if Lexi is the mole and saying doing all this to get trust? I'd be really deep, like pretty much Revolver Ocelot level of double agent kind of deal, but I don't think that's what they're going for. I'll be impressed if that's where it goes. So far she hasn't shown anything that's like kind of suspicious. Is this the same thing we got hit with?
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol. It uses a
Used for
low-power laser
stunning
to
people?
create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air.
You can't triple cross a double cross. You can't triple. Yeah. It uses low power to create a channel. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety.
Well, you could have just said that.
This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in Neo-SF without a license.
Ooh.
The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target. You got lucky.
Yep. We got our gun.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
See, when I thought you said get a weapon, I thought you meant like a bat or something.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
I will.
Thank you for your time,
I'll
Detective
try,
Rivers.
rather. That's the better way to put it. Here comes the minigames?
You
Absolutely.
should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere.
We also need to
We
talk
should also
to
look for
the
Dr.
contact.
Fairlight's assistant, Mr.
Yeah.
Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Probably this guy. The mysterious man. Talk to the cleaning room. Oh, it just warbles at you. Cute little cleaner rom scrubbing the floors.
Look, they have a Hassie machine.
Pay using your Lips Pay linked to your ID card. You picked a blue blood Hassie and drink it. You feel recovered.
Very good. Isn't Hassie the best?
I like that it just goes into a real robot voice. Reminded of your less healthy plant at home. Listen. Sitting around and waiting in the hospital is no one's favorite pastime. I'm waiting here for my husband. Okay. Mysterious man.
Hello. The name's Leon Decker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Decker.
Fairlight messaged ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here.
Okay.
Thanks for taking your time with him. He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed.
I don't recognize his voice at all.
The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, boss said you'd have a few for me. I'm not really supposed to answer anything too private, but take your best shot.
That smile. What kind of work do you do?
Oh, mostly gopher work, to be honest. Started when I was just out of the military. I was looking for a gig from someone who wouldn't care
Only
that I
role
was
is
an
this
army
game,
brat.
apparently?
North Korea
interesting.
made that hard.
What's the name of the voice actor?
The old man pays me to guard his life, run a few errands for him, and play substitute arm candy at most of the charity galas. Not
A
terribly
substitute arm
exciting,
candy,
but
nice.
I've already had enough excitement to last me another 30 years.
Why do you think he's helping us?
You think sitting in that chair all day is very entertaining?
No.
You know, the old man's talked to me about the things he used to do in his glory days. I'm sure he told you about when he was the head of some big companies.
Yep.
He was cold, ambitious, and took
Damien
down anyone
McGivney.
with half a mind to get in his way.
Yeah, maybe it is a dev. We'll have to check in the credits. If his name shows up. He was cold, ambitious, and took down anyone with half a mind to get in his way.
I think once he aged, he realized how lonely that kind of life can be. Helping people's the only way he can feel like he's still doing something. But hey, what do I know? I just spend all my time with him.
You say helping somebody is the only way he can like he feels helpful. But what if he wants to body snatch one of us? So what's your story?
Probably not as exciting as you hope. I grew up in Montana, on a family farm. I didn't have my pa's farm hands, so I joined the military as soon as I could, like my grandpaps. Came home looking to do something a whole lot quieter for the rest of my life. I didn't know at the time how boring quiet could be. But hey, I'll take it over getting shot at.
Thank you, Leon.
No problem. I'll be around if you know where to look.
Okay,
You have a
I'll
good
keep
day
an eye
now.
out. So, business card. Look at business card. Dr. Yannick Fairlight's contact information is on the front. Look at the zapper. Self-defense only, Lexi's orders. Okay. Let me go ahead and save, just in case. Save on this second slot. Okay. Forgot we're in Snatcher before Snatching. Screen showing hospital information.
Patient,
Rudy Korn.
my records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma.
Uh-huh.
You should currently
Quite
be in your
possibly.
assigned bed resting.
Nah, I'm
While I am
good.
truly
I need
delighted to see that you
to,
have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by a medical professional immediately.
Nah, I gotta be discharged. Listen. Accidentally zapped myself with my own stunner. It's okay.
An accidental discharge of a weapon is a serious event. I must insist that you remain for treatment.
Fuck.
Even non-lethal stunners can leave much lasting.
Just give me the damn
Very
paperwork.
well. I am prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient. But
Sweet.
you should note in your release paperwork
I fell
that
down some stairs. Oh no. Yeah, I didn't realize that until just now, but yeah. You gain more slots if you like keep saving, so I guess you can keep trying to rotate them. It's interesting. Wonder what the limit is.
willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care. Additionally, all test and medical data from your visit will be shared with our standard partners to help improve our services and offerings and to keep the price affordable. I am further required to inform you that this visit has expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits.
Oh boy. Sure?
Lastly, you will be required to provide payment or proof of private insurance for any further visits for routine or emergency medical care. Please take care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately. And do have a nice day.
Several hours later, we get the
Your
leave.
medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic.
Thanks.
You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again.
Probably
Well,
not gonna happen.
We're free to leave. Why not head back
Non-free
home first,
healthcare.
Yes. I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least. For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul.
Physically, mentally, and journalistically refreshed.
You look good. If you're feeling up for it, we should go find Tomcat and tell them about what happened. They should still be waiting for us at Stardust. Let's not keep them waiting.
Oh, you moved. Or, no, we're just on the other side of the thing. 2061 model is more popular among car experts, though.
It has an extra cup holder.
Why'd you waste your time even looking at that?
You coming in?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Welcome to Stardust.
Oh. Bearish, rather. Bearish bartender. It's the other bartender for Stardust. He's big, bearish type with a hairy chest and an oafish laugh. Touch him. It's unlikely he would appreciate that.
Sorry, I don't think we've met before. I'm Gus. You have a really cool ROM. How's Stardust treating you?
I don't recognize this guy's voice either. Not bad.
That's good, but we can do better than not bad. Let me know how we can help. Majid may not have a memory for mixed drinks,
Priorities, yeah,
but he
priorities.
loves listening to his patrons' problems. You'll have to let me or him know if you need any help. We try to run a tight ship around here.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, there isn't much to tell, really. I came to Neo-SF from Arizona to finally live somewhere more thrilling. Majid needed someone good with numbers to handle back-of-the-house sort of stuff. So here I am. I didn't grow up in big cities like this, and I always loved listening to Majid's stories from the Bay. Everything is just so exciting.
Mm-hmm. You know anything about Hayden?
Hayden? Oh, you're who Majid mentioned before, huh? Oh, no, sorry. I've met him since he's a regular, but I've been out and about on business. Haven't seen him in weeks.
Okay.
I wish I could help more.
Nah.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to this, but don't feel bad if you need to
Thanks, Gus.
Sure thing. Enjoy the bar.
Majid.
Hey,
buddy.
good to see you back. What can I do?
Give me a
What are you having?
Charlie Logan has 3 other roles. Okay. The Blue Fairy.
Let me look.
Drinktionary, the open alcohol.
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
Wait,
Sometimes I think I'm just holding up the bar rather than running it.
No, I just memorized all the drinks. You're better with the customers. This one is...
Port aldehyde, 1 planner guide, and optional Karmotrine. This one is totally from Valhalla. They use a bunch of synthetic, ingredients. One of those soft and sweet treats will make your teeth turn blue. Hope you brush them well.
Thanks, son.
Alright, sounds good.
Here you go.
Might as well drink it now if I can't take it out. Look at it. Refreshing. Cool. Oh? Who are you?
The trace amount of liquid left in their glass suggests the person was drinking
Whiskey.
Haven't I seen you at my tattoo parlor before?
No?
Give me a few minutes, okay?
I don't recognize him either. Whoa. VIP bouncer, blue skin and a lot of bulk. A hybrid.
VIP's kind of full right now. Wait a bit.
Is that also ProZD doing a gruff voice?
It's a big club. Find another place to be.
Maybe not. That one's a little hard to tell for me. Get wasted? I'ma try. Not you said it, I'ma try.
Hey, good to see you back.
I like a drink.
What are you having?
Fucking IDK. Wolf bite shot.
Let me look up how to make...
Drinktionary, the open alcohol.
Oh, I got this. This one is...
1 part absinthe, 1 part melon liquor, 1 part lemon lime soda, 1 part pineapple juice, and a drizzle of grenadine. Ah, woo, it'll bite you.
Thanks, son.
Sounds good.
Here you go.
6 various voices. Okay, so it's quite possibly him. You'll keep this up, you'll need to find a bathroom. Perfect. So we'll go with one more.
Hey, good to see you back. What are you having?
Fluffy Dream, Blue Boy, beer. Power play. Give me a power play.
What's in that?
This one is...
Mild, long-lasting beer intended for a slow buzz inside a fancy cup. The side of the glass is an LED screen with a fun digital game. Take a drink every time you beat a level.
Thanks, Honey Bear.
Sounds good.
Here you go.
That hit the spot. So that was just... Oh, hey, there we go. You passed out drunk and woke up here.
I managed to get you back home before you went completely unconscious. I practically had to drag you. Be more responsible.
Good. I'm glad I got to experience that one once.
Welcome to Stardust.
10 out of 10. Alright. Let's talk to Tomcat.
Hey, y'all. How goes the search?
Hayden's apartment was ransacked and somebody stole the data cache.
Shit. Well, I can't say I saw that one coming. I figured that they'd nab anything they needed the first time they hit the place. Huh. Any ideas who it could have been?
Nope.
The walls had been spray painted with many grotesque human revolution slogans. It is possible that Hayden was targeted by the organization for his work at Parallax. While my development may have been a secret, he is rather well known for his work on virtual intelligence data. A layman would not understand the critical differences between myself and a VI, nor do I think the average human revolution member would
Tomcat
care
did
to
it?
make the distinction.
Maybe. Trust no one, not even Turing. Even though they've been by our side this entire time, Turing did it.
Equally likely, it is an effort to throw us off the trail of who's actually done this.
At least Turing's on the same page, so.
What? Knocked out? Turin, what's that about? Are y'all
We
okay?
got knocked out.
Oh, we were ambushed at the apartment and
You know
got
what?
hit with some kind of neural stunner.
Saying you trust no one. I shouldn't have trusted you, taking all those drinks.
We made it to the nearby hospital, and a Dr. Yannick Fairlight happened to be occupying the same room we were placed in.
Yannick Fairlight? I see. And?
We
Just
had
kidding.
a discussion with
Involved
him
to Heavy
about
Rain it.
Hayden's situation, then came here.
Yeah.
He was very kind to point us in the direction of the Human Revolution
I
protest
wasn't trying to
leader.
get you drunk. But the way she reacted to Fairlight
Well, shit.
definitely makes me
Things
think
sure are getting more
something's up.
serious than I first thought. Y'all need to keep a sharp eye out. Being attacked means the bastards know you're looking now.
I'm confident in our ability to push on.
Oh, what do you know about Dr. Fairlight?
I can't say I know much about the man. Fairlight always was a bit of a shut-in, even back when he ran System 1, his old company. He didn't make any more public appearances after the merger between them and Parallax, but he was still working with them for 6 or so years past that.
Okay.
Nowadays, he shows up in the news once in a blue moon for some charity thing or another. But, well, it's all just rumor, but I've heard he holds a grudge about it hotter than the Clantons after the Earps.
Holds a grudge about it hotter than the Clantons after the Earps.
I'd take care
I've
to look
not
this
heard of that.
particular horse in the mouth real close if I was you.
Fair enough. We'll be careful around him.
Good. Now to lighten the mood. While y'all were chasing your tails, I managed to find a way into the Parallax network.
Nice.
Once I'm in, I should be able to dig out Hayden's personal info file easily enough, including anything related to him on all security clearance levels. If Parallax has anything on Hayden's situation, it'll be in there.
Could that be a made-up in-universe thing? Maybe.
Fantastic, Tomcat. I knew Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced. How long do you think it will take you?
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road. Parallax actually has considerably better net security than the last time I cracked in. I'm gonna need physical access.
Oh.
I've got a good idea where a node for us to slice into is, but it ain't exactly in a nice part of town. In fact, police have basically wrote it off as a lost cause. Not enough profit in it.
Oh boy.
I know Jess has some contacts in that area. She's that girl that chewed you a new rear when y'all first came here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tough sale, but she might be able to help y'all get in and out of that part of the city without ending up in a parts bin at an organ shop.
Profit? It's really gone to shit since the police privatized.
Hey, we ain't got it that bad. I mean, at least our police force owns its own self. I hear down in San Jose, the richer neighborhoods have actually started hiring the gangs to protect their places.
Oh boy.
When even the rich folks can't get good police work, it's a sad state for everyone else.
Yeah.
And the less said about LA, the better.
Guess I'll go grovel until she agrees. He's already told us that, Jess hangs with some has friends in low places, so.
That's the spirit. I need a little time to get all my tools together to slice into Parallax's network, but y'all keep me updated. Maybe y'all get lucky and find that data cache too.
Y'all'll get lucky. Yeah, that's true Southern right there. Y'all.
But I ain't gonna count on it. Jess is still hanging around here at Stardust, but I saw her head over to the VIP room.
Oh
It's
boy.
hybrid night, and she's a popular gal. Just please remember to play nice, or her friends will thump you something fierce. I'll
Oh
send
boy.
Jess a message letting her know that y'all are looking for some assistance, and we'll see what happens.
We'll be in touch.
Sure thing, hon. I've got to head on out of here and get started on setting up the run. Just have turn, let me know when y'all are ready.
Don't tell Daddy
Oh,
Twitch.
I see Jess over there behind some ropes. Let's go over and say hi to her.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, they gave us access to the VIP area?
Look, I'm really trying to have a good time today, and the Human Revolution crud muffins have made that very hard for me. And your interrogation this morning took a bad day to worse. I asked around about you, Journo, and I don't have anything to say to you. The last thing I need is you prodding at me without telling me you're press. Besides, the VIP section is only for hybrids and friends on hybrid night, and no way am I vouching for you. Hey, bouncer! We got a capital A asshole over here!
You heard her. Let's go.
Fair enough.
How rude! She didn't even give us a chance to explain ourselves. We have to get back in there and try to be reasonable. Surely she will see the importance of our task once we've explained everything.
She probably won't.
But that bouncer probably won't let us back in. Perhaps we should try befriending someone nearby and convince them to vouch for us?
What, like the dude right there in front of us
It's a statistical
completely?
long shot, but the worst case scenario shouldn't leave an excessive amount of physical damage.
I mean, She'll kill me, but I'll do it. I'll try to. Arcade Punk. Yo. More hot tips. Bruh. I've beaten the game. Oh, more people. Distant patron? Distracted patron. Take a look. Tired person appears to be lost in thought. Oh, hi. Sorry, I don't really feel like talking. It's been a long day. Maybe after I have a few drinks in me. Maybe I'll get something really sour.
Hey, good to see you back.
I'd like a drink.
What are you having?
One of the drinks we had a bunch of orange liquor and lemon and lime. What was that? Was she the first to not be voiced? I think so. Like the character with a portrait or something. Is it Subtle Bitch?
Hey, hon, what's in that one?
This one is...
Nope. Sweet and Smooth.
Thank you, hon.
Or Turing. No, maybe something else.
What?
PT. I think that was it.
What's it?
This one is...
Orange flavored vodka with both lime juice and lemon juice. No one knows what it stands for, if it stands for anything at all. It is a fruity drink that kicks you in the crotch and then kicks you again for good measure. Only the most masochistic and foolhardy tend to order it.
Thank you, hon.
Maybe not. Or maybe. Yeah, that sounds like the PT demo. Yeah.
Like what?
Look for something else first. Sunshine Cloud. Blue Boy?
Hey, hon,
This one is...
Spiced black rum, blue curacao, expired champagne, and lemon zest. One of the more sour drinks we make, but that doesn't mean it won't knock you out.
Thank you, hon.
That sounds perfect, with sour in the description.
Here you go.
Perfect. Blue Boy.
How did you know what I was planning on ordering? Well, at least
now
keep me
she's
company
voiced.
while I drank it.
You gave her the drink.
I'm Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin. My name's Rudicorn.
I'm usually a lot more sociable. Things have just been rough today.
I see. Everyone has it bad nowadays.
Yeah. My brother's going through gene therapy. He still has to go in at least twice a week for health and maintenance.
Huh.
There are Human Revolution protesters outside the clinic, making it even harder for him.
Yeah, I
They're
bet.
always outside, harassing anyone coming in. It's exhausting.
Sorry to hear it's like that.
No one else lives around here, so I'm kind of all he's got. But it's not a big deal. He'll be done with the main set of treatments in a few weeks, and we'll be free of them. I just feel bad for everyone else they're messing with.
Bro. Sounds like you're in the home stretch, one of the sacrifices we make for free speech. He's lucky to have you.
Aw, thanks a lot. I'm lucky to have him.
Yeah.
So, there's plenty of people here. What made you want to talk with me?
No one should be that bummed at Stardust. And I had this drink. I noticed you had an empty glass. Isn't that against the rules here? I don't know. I want to advance the plot. Yeah. Where's that one? Isn't that against the rules here? And I had this drink. The fact that it's saying I had this drink kind of makes it sound a little bit sketch. Fuck it.
Oh geez, this really is my favorite drink. I have to wake up early for class, but I'm at the club, so I guess I'm already too deep in.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to take this or something like that. Oh really? What are you studying?
Graphic design with a focus on advertising. I even get to do some local stuff. Trying not to brag, but the Zone 3 ad on the bar is totally my doing.
Nice.
I have some really good client relationships locally, and there's so many interesting people too. Like you.
Oh, she called
Hey,
us
it's been really
interesting.
nice talking to you, but I kind of feel like dancing now.
That does sound like the Switch sound effect. It just popped up again.
You want to come with me to the VIP area in the back?
Sure.
I have some friends who might be over there. We can hang out with them. They'll like you.
Awesome. Sure.
Great, let's go.
No one tell Daddy Nintendo.
Didn't I say to beat it?
I think this game is on the Switch as well. But this sound effect, if it wasn't added in afterwards, would have been in the game before Nintendo put out the Switch.
We're guests of Caitlin. She said we could join her.
All right. But it's on her if you can't stay out of trouble.
Hey! You have an incoming call, priority marked as urgent.
Oh. Is it Tomcat?
Well, hope you come by again.
Or are you just
Excellent.
saying that
Sorry
so
for
we can
making
walk
up
around?
the call. I'm still getting used to the whole subterfuge thing you humans do. However, we can take another run at having a conversation with Jess. We have a dragon to slay. Onward.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save real quick, just in case I do something real stupid. Three. Okay. What if I want to talk to Caitlin more?
I still feel bad about leaving our new friend like that, but there are others to chat with. We have no time to lose.
This is exactly what I needed to get my mind off things.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Their name is Broke. That's amazing. Skinny hybrid with green skin and pointy ears. I'm gonna refrain from touching anybody.
I'm ashamed to
here.
say I've gone on a few assy spike benders in my time.
Oh yeah? The answer's all fine and good, but gosh, is it exhausting. Alright.
And you're back.
Yes, I am.
You know, as soon as I first saw you, I hoped you'd be dropped like a bad packet off the mesh net and I'd never have to see you ever again. So of course, I just got off the phone with Tomcat, practically begging me to help you out.
Hey, cool.
You aren't so good at the long-term play thing, are you?
No. I'm horrible. I think we got off on a
You
bad
mean
start.
you don't stick both feet in your mouth every time you talk to a hybrid? Surprising. Let's just get one thing straight here. I'm only willing to talk to you because I owe Tomcat. I don't owe you shit. So if you want my help, you gotta do something for me. If you got a problem with that, tough.
I feel
My
personally
neighborhood,
attacked.
My help, my rules.
Listen, I just didn't want to be thrown out of the VIP area quite yet. I'd be happy to help.
What
do
I
you
don't need is you kissing my fuzzy ass. Only people I like get to do that. I'm not buying it anyway.
Okay, cool.
I need you to break up those Human Revolution protests. The ones at the Genus Clinic on Market Street.
Well, that's gonna be hard and quite possibly take more time than I'm willing to give.
I'd like this handled with some stealth. Not that I expect you to know what discreet means. Either way, just get it done. I got clients in the middle of treatment cycles, and this media circus is making their lives difficult. That means it's making my life difficult. Let the bastards go march somewhere else, like Washington. Not here.
Oh, these puns. I will continue to refrain.
I'm just great. I'm peachy. My clients get harassed and beaten on the daily. I don't have the time or money to help them all, and I have jackasses like you bothering me on my one day off. So, you gonna braid my fur, and we can talk about all our problems and boys we like?
You're not telling me something.
Whoop-de-freaking-do, you figured it out. Well, fine. Have it your way. You want to know what my deal is?
This is a stealth mission.
You really
All
want me
equipment
to
is
get
OSP. What is your deal?
Skin cancer.
Oh.
Stage 3. My prognosis was so advanced that the doc said my bones were already lost. So I had to do something drastic. Completely restart my biology from scratch. You ever seen someone with a severe gene splice? From something freaky, like an insect? That's where hybrid tech began, you know. Where my therapy started. You can't imagine what it's like to have children cry from just looking at you. When people just see you and sprint the other direction. I had police following me everywhere I went. I lost my apartment. I lost my dignity. Eventually, I was lucky enough to qualify for the cute kitty cat cure to override the expression of the chitin.
Right.
It changed my life. I have my job and purpose because of it. The fur doesn't scare the rest of the world too much to let me exist. Better an otaku's fluffy wet dream than the monster from a horror VR drama from Japan. My mom still can't look at me straight. Not to get even mushier, but as a kid, she would sing me a song as she counted all the freckles on my face.
Aw.
She hasn't let that go. You know how your folks look at you when they figure out you finally had sex or did crash? It's like that. All the time.
Right. Yeah, sure.
Oh, now you're sorry. You haven't even heard the worst part yet. The amount of gene therapy I underwent exceeded the limit that the Human Protection Act allows for procreation.
Okay.
So yeah, the government freaking spayed me, if it all wasn't hilariously dark enough.
Jesus.
First I'm too ugly to look at, now I'm too screwed up to breed. Saving my own life forfeited my right to be a person. The Human Protection Act. Ha! Apparently protecting humans doesn't include me.
Right.
Only genotypicals could live in this city and truly think they're the ones who need some protection the most. In any case, I had some clean eggs frozen and we'll whip them out whenever I'm ready.
Okay.
Except keeping that shit on ice costs. And my insurance decided to just not pay up due to the elective nature of my feline gene therapy. So I took those bastards to court and won. And I've been doing the same thing for everybody else ever since. So there you go. I got cancer, super science fixed me up and left me a freak, and then the government sterilized me so I wouldn't go out and make more little monsters. and everyone else gets to be the winner by default.
Yeah, she should have sued everything, and she did. And she's winning a bunch of them, apparently.
Happy now? How's your savior complex doing? This is getting you off?
You're not dead, and you're still fighting.
Yeah, I am. Now show me that you're on the right side. I'll be watching. Break up those protests, and then we'll talk.
I figure that's gonna take a while.
All right, it sounds like we know what we need to do next. Let's go to Market Street and break up those protests for Jess.
Ooh. I think that is the perfect time to call it, because we have our next objective, and I've been streaming for like 3 hours. You got here late, because I think I'm gonna call it for now. But yeah, characters are pretty savage. How you doing, Nick? Can I listen to music? Play music. Turing sim. Scrubbing for clues. Oh. Oh, that's what's playing right now. It's half 4 there. Jesus Christ, Chris. You doing swell? Nice. This game has really good music, by the way. Switch it to intimidation tactics. Alright. Yeah, next time I'm gonna stream is gonna be Wednesday, around 7 o'clock CST, like this one. I'm excited to play more, honestly. This game's gotten real interesting real quick. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys later.